create a new posting right now. This is my this is my LinkedIn, by the way. So I'm here. Let's look at my network. Remember I was showing you guys, I think I got 5,000 something another. Let's see what I got. I got 5,500. I have 5,500 connections. I'm a member of 68 different groups. I've got 7 company listings, and I got 1 hashtag. Now, I know some folks have 40 and 50 hashtags. You see their posts, and it's hashtag this, hashtag that, and that on you, and your mama's pretty hashtag. Now, I just need one. I just need to drive people to the one thing that I need them to understand about my business. All right. So I'm going to go home, and I'm going to do exactly what I said I was going to do, which is post something. So I'm going to start a post. Put my hashtag. So there's Fix My Insurance Agency. That's my hashtag that I use. Now I'm going to tag some influencers. So what I'm going to do here, I have about 20 something influencers that I know if I post something, they're going to respond or in some way react to that. So I'm going to open up my Windows sticky notes here. And I'm going to just start tagging people, going down the list. So I've got you use the @ sign. Let me say Jason. So Jason Cass. Do @Bradley Flowers. Because I know Brad always enjoys doing this kind of stuff. All right, so there we go. So now I've got that, but it still looks kind of dry, right? I need to do something to kind of spruce it up a little bit. So why don't I add something? Let's add an image. What's a good image? I'm going to add this one. All right, I'm going to go next. All right, so now I've added an image. So let's look at what I've done. I posted something. I put my hashtag. I've tagged my folks. I put in an image to capture some attention there. All right. And now I'm going to post. So there we go. It's posted. Now let's come back over to the training. We're going to go back over those steps. Let's go back up to the steps. So step 1 was connections. Obviously, I've got a lot of connections. And you saw I actually have my influencers on a whole separate sheet so that I know. Create content. In this particular case, I did an image. Didn't do a post. I just did image. Next is ask people to comment and share the comment. You saw when I said I would love to get your feedback on your failures or successes. Like your comment, tag influencers, and use hashtags. I haven't liked my comment yet, so I got to go back and do that. Add lead magnet hyperlinks to the first comment. Use Bitly. I haven't done that yet, but I'm going to. Share content and or post to other social networks. Okay. Then share content with groups you own, reply to comments, connect with people that have comment and like, and link your lead magnets to your CRM. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back over here. Go back to this page. I'm going to like my own post. Down here, talk to our chat bot. And so where do we do that? We do that at bit.ly/IAN chatbot. All right, so now that's out there. I didn't put it in underneath here because the only thing I put on there was my hashtag. But then out here, now let's look at notifications. Let's see what we got. Walt liked our stuff. Walt, are you online, by the way? I'd love to talk to you. Cool to see this happening live. Okay, so I guess you are online. Awesome, thank you. And I'm going to unmute you as we keep going. So thank you so much. So guys, that's it. Let's go back over to our checklist. Let's go back over, make sure we're doing it right. So number 1, add connections. I already had connections. I created content. In this case, I used an image because it was quick. Asked people to comment. I did. I liked my own post. I tagged my influencers. I used hashtags. I added a lead magnet because my chatbot is a lead magnet for us. I'm sure you guys that have downloaded something, you see that you're connecting with her and she's asking you a couple of questions. share content or post to other social networking sites, share content with groups you own or belong to. I'm not going to do that today. Reply to comments. If someone, he did, so I'm going to reply to him. Connect with people that comment and like. I'm already connected, and link my magnets to a CRM. Well, my chatbot is already linked to my CRM, so that's nothing I ever have to worry about. If you guys, once you put in your email address to download our forms, you automatically go into our CRM. So let's go here. I'm going to comment. He liked our post, mentioned you on a comment, so I'm going to go back over here, and I'm going to comment back to him. Cool to see this happening live. Thank you, Walt. I will unmute you shortly. And all right, we're good to go. It's like a pastor preaching at church. You need to say the same thing over and over from a different perspective each time. If you change it up too soon, you only hit 38% of your audience. Love it, love it. Okay, Christian, I like what you're talking over there, Christian. You talking that good. That's what I'm talking about. True. Now, here's the deal, guys, and you can ask anyone because everybody gets so irritated. I don't spend more than an hour, okay, on social networking per week. You can ask Jason or any of those guys. They get so irritated because they'll be in their groups and they'll chat something or they'll talk about something. A topic will come up and they'll hit me or they'll post something, say, Billy, comment to this. And they know it could literally be next week before Billy gets back to them because social networking is not my number one marketing avenue. My number one marketing avenue are webinars and live speaking engagements. So that's what I stay true to, but I'm not stupid. I also know that I need to be involved with this as well. So, but yeah, I stay true to what I'm supposed to. But what I want to give you is an actual workflow, okay? Because I asked you, one of the poll questions I asked you is, do you have a workflow? And you said no. Most of you said no. So let me give you an actual workflow. First thing you do, step one, add connections or friends on the various social networking sites you plan to utilize. You can load a spreadsheet of contacts, or you can go out and individually connect with people. Step two, create content. That can be a video, an image, a written post, but if you're going to write something and you really want it to stick, and it's not an image or a video, it needs to be between 500 and 1,000 words. 500 and 1,000 words, okay? Lead magnet links. The biggest mistake that we as business owners make on social networking is we get caught up in what all the kids are doing on social network, and we just want to put out something. Hey guys, this is me. I'm sitting here by my boat, and I just want to say, have a great day. What the hell is that? What does that do? People say, oh, but I got 37 comments. Okay, but you didn't get one single email address, not one single phone number, not one single person to fill out a form, not one thing to indicate that the person was actually interested in your product or your service. And I know what the gurus say. Don't always sell. Sometimes you just have to interact with people. And so, well, guess what? I can interact with you and say, I'm sitting beside my boat. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. And if you need boat insurance, click on the link below and I'll be more than happy to talk to you about it. Come on. Okay, we're still in business. Don't get caught up in this world where how do I even put it? Where the folks that aren't selling anything are telling us how to sell something. So if I'm a college graduate, just got out of, marketing school or marketing class, and I've never sold a widget, a digit, or a pencil, but I'm telling you, you need to just be friendly on social network. You need to just people know who you are. If you post 37 times a week, eventually somebody's going to want to do business with you. How about I post 5 times a week, solve a problem for you, really identify the issues that you have and give you an opportunity to click on. Come on, guys, don't get caught up in this stuff. Like I said, you got people who've never sold anything in their life, and they're telling us how to sell stuff on the internet. Here's the deal. Social media has been around forever. It just wasn't on the internet. It doesn't matter if I went to a Chamber of Commerce meeting, if I was a member, if I was a Mason, if I was visiting a church, if I was part of a small group at my church, if I was out in the community knocking on doors, if I was doing, social networking has been around forever. So you're telling me every time I go to a Chamber of Commerce meeting, I'm not supposed to give you my card. I'm not supposed to let you know what I do. I'm just supposed to show up and pay every single meeting and just show up and smile and eat the shrimp and drink the wine and it's all good. And people ask me what I do. Go, wait, I don't want to actually sell you anything. I just want to be here to say hi. And after my 50th time that you've seen me, then you can now ask me what I buy. But that's what we're doing. And I'm not saying every single time you post, you need to, I want to sell you something. I want to sell you something. But I'm saying every time you post, there should be a lead magnet. There should be a form or a click or a link or a text or put your phone number. Do something that says I'm in business. Okay, I'll get off my high horse. Number 3, ask people to comment and share the content. If you're going to put out something, ask them to comment on it and ask them to share. Yeah, the more engaged you are, the more engaging your content is, the more you're going to see. Step 4, like your own content. I can't tell you how many times I'll go out on the web, I'll see someone post something and there are no likes, not even their own. It's like you don't even like your own content. Why the hell would somebody else like it? So you need to be the first person to like your content. You need to tag influencers. Don't worry, I'll show you how to do that. And you need to use hashtags. My hashtag, if you're on the internet at all looking for me, is hashtag fix my insurance agency. Okay, it doesn't matter where you are. You can be on Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, Snapchat, whatever. You click, you put in the hashtag fix my insurance agency. You're going to pull up to my page or pull up to some post or pull up to some comment that someone made about a post that I did. That's my hashtag. Doesn't mean it's the only one I use, but that is my hashtag. That's my brand. Step 5, add lead magnet hyperlinks to the first comment. Here's the deal. If you're going to put out any kind of marketing material, you need to make sure that on the marketing material, let's say it's a video, within the video itself, okay, not under the video, not below the video, immediately on your post, but in the video itself, you say, here's my phone number, here's my text message number, here's my email address, here's my whatever. But when it comes to links, you need to put that link in the first comment, okay, in the first comment. And the reason why is these social networking sites don't want you driving people away from their social networking site. If you're on Facebook, they want you to do everything in Facebook. You're on Instagram, they want you to do everything in Instagram. When you put a post out and you put a link right there below the post, I'm not talking about first comment, but on the same page as the post or same block as the post, and it drives people away from the website, there's a good chance that you're not going to get much traffic. Where if you put it in the comment, for whatever reason, that tends to keep people flowing. That tends to keep everything going. All right. So whatever your lead magnet is, your video, your webinar link, your website link, whatever that is, put it in the first comment. We suggest you use a bit.ly link, bit.ly, which again, I'm going to show you all of this. Don't worry. We suggest you use a bit.ly link, and that's because bit.ly will allow you to track first and foremost, but also bit.ly is not seen as the enemy. So that means you put your website behind a bit.ly link. The sites tend not to view you as the enemy, and a lot more of your links and content will get through. Number 6, share content and or post to other social networks. If you're going to post on LinkedIn, it also needs to be on Facebook. It needs to be on Twitter. It needs to be on Instagram. It needs to be on Pinterest. And there are ways you can do that. There are tools you can use like Zapier, but there are also direct connections. Like if you're on YouTube and you post your video, it'll say, do you want us to post this to Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter? You say yes, it instantly posts your video to all 3. But you want to make sure you share content and or post to other videos. go to step 7 now. You want to share content with groups you own or belong to. Remember, 100% of everything that you see, or 100% of everything that you post, gets seen in a group. So you want to share your content with groups. Now, make sure that if you don't own the group, that you don't break the group's guidelines. There are a lot of groups that were formed, especially in the insurance industry. They were formed by people who want to use that group to market their own business, okay? To market their own business. So whether it's Insurance Noodle or, whatever it is that's out here, and they have a group, they don't want you driving people away from their group, just like they don't want people, just like the social networking sites don't want people stealing people away from their pages. These groups don't either. So that's why you really should own your own group, start your own group. They're really simple to do, and it's just invite people to your group. But if you're putting out good content that really helps people, ask the administrator, hey, can I put this out here? Yes, it has a link that leads back to my landing page, possibly. Does that break your rule? Does that break your guidelines? Some groups will say yes, some groups will say no. Step 8, reply to comments. If someone is going to take the time to write something that in response to what you wrote, take the time to reply. It's real important that you reply to at least the first 50 comments. Okay, the first 50. See, here's the problem. A lot of people say, well, I'll throw something out there, but I don't have time, Billy, to go back and look at that. This is marketing. Okay, that's what you have to look at. This is marketing. This is prospecting. So that means if I put something out and someone takes the time to respond, I need to follow up. That's almost like someone calling my office, leaving a voicemail message, and I go, oh, I don't have time to get back to them. Well, you are running a pretty crappy business if that's the way you're actually doing things. So we want to make sure that we're good there. Step 9, connect with people that comment and like. This is a easy way to grow your connections, grow your influence on the web. Every time someone comments, we have our virtual assistant go out and connect with the people that comment. So that means if I put something out and I get 40 comments, that's 40 new people that I'm going to connect to, or 30 people, depending on if I'm already connected to some of them. And if I do that on a regular basis, like for us, we post about once a week or once every 2 weeks. And sometimes I'll get 80 comments, and sometimes I'll get 6 comments. It doesn't really matter. If someone comments, I'm a LinkedIn guy. I'm going to go out on LinkedIn, and I'm going to have my VA or myself, if I'm not busy, and I'm going to connect. I'm going to send a connection request. And so that's how I built my LinkedIn to over 5,000 people, hand-picked people. I'm not the kind that just goes out and connects with any and everybody. I'm in insurance. So me connecting with, the guy down the street who sells T-shirts, okay, maybe he can drive business to me, maybe not, but I don't see that right away as something that I can leverage. So I'm very careful about who I select. I know there are people that have 15,000 whatever LinkedIn connections. I'd rather have my 5,000 that are hand selected and know that I have a very specific targeted niche. Remember, this goes back to the beginning, what I was saying. Some people they have a big population and no money. I would much rather have a smaller, even though 5,000 is not that small, I would rather have a smaller connection pool and know that I can leverage those people as my business partners, as my referral partners, as my potential customers, things like that. All right.
Hey, before we get out of here, let's do a quick check and see how my post did. So looking at my post right now, using the 10 steps that I explained to you, right now my post has 1,024 views, and so I can't complain about that at all.
All right, guys, I know I ran over, but today was a great session. I absolutely appreciate you being here. Hopefully you took a lot. Hopefully you downloaded. I left this thing up here so that you guys could download the chatbot that's there. The next session that we're going to have is going to be in 2 weeks. So make sure you go out, use the same link that you used to register for this one to register for the next one. It does not automatically carry over and register for the next one. But I absolutely appreciate you guys being here and spending all this time with me. And hopefully you took a lot away today.